Honestly, the 25th of December 2024. We're nearing the end of the year, nearing the end of the month. Um, New Year's, it's a rather arbitrary time, of course. New Year is, there's an energy to it, though. Even though it's arbitrary, even though it's sort of made up. I like counting the year by solstice, from winter solstice to winter solstice, because it seems to have a more concrete actuality to it. Hey, Riley, my friend. Appreciate you coming in. Um, excuse me. So, with that in mind, there is a definite energy, though, and even the most arbitrary beginnings and endings. And with that, we can use that energy to our benefit. What will 2025 bring you? Hey, Squirrel Sniper. The better question is, what will you intend for 2020? What seeds of intent? In Sanskrit, it's called a sankalpa. What sankalpa will you enter into Riley says his son is opening his presents right now. Awesome. Don't miss that. I'll be live again later. So don't worry about me. Go spend time with your child, with your son. So I'm going to read a Christmas message, or part of a Christmas message, from A Course in Miracles. We're going to chapter 15. Section 11. Christmas as the end of sacrifice. Christmas. The arrival of Christ, the anointment of Christ, the birth of Christ. This is Christ consciousness. This is the absolute unconditionality of love itself. Born, although, to be fair, that which is always present, that which is reality itself, can never be born, can never die, so there's no need to rebirth. However, we ourselves, we go in and out of the illusion. There are these moments of clear recognition when we're totally giving love without a single condition, where we are without judgment, where we're without fear, where we've let resentments and grievances, where we left them aside, and we realize that enduringness of Christmas, the birth of Christ, every single moment. We can always step in that at any time. So I'm just going to cruise through chapter 15, section 11, just a little bit. The sign of Christmas is a star, a light in darkness. Riley says, your membership thing is not working. It should be. A couple people signed up last night, so it should definitely be working. But that's okay. So the sign of Christmas is a star, a light in darkness. See it not outside yourself, but shining in the heaven within, and accept it as a sign that the time of Christ has come. He comes demanding nothing, no sacrifice of any kind, of anyone is asked. So remember, when asked, Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is found within. Hey, Tandra. Tandra says, Merry Christmas, Yogi. Merry Christmas to you, Tandra. Merry Christmas, Sniper and Riley. Thank you guys for being here. So, the kingdom of heaven is found within. Within. It's always present. It's always here. But we never look for it. Or we do only when times are troubling, only when we're grieving, only when when it seems that we've lost something, or we're consumed by anger and resentment and we went out, and then we say, I surrender. I need an answer. I need to look. Or I'm tired of looking. and then it's revealed. But it's always here. It's always present. So look for that star, a light within darkness. As it says here in the course, see it not. The sign of Christmas is a star, a light in darkness. See it not outside yourself, but shining in the heaven within, and accept it as a time, that a time has Christ has come. That's Christmas, guys. Right here, right now. It's also tomorrow and the next day. Christmas is in February. The recognition, the rebirth, the presence of Christ consciousness, which is absolute love, is always here. So, if you find it Christmas Day, December 25th, you can also find it in February. You can also find it in June. You can also find it in September. It's always present. So, continuing on here. This Christmas, give the Holy Spirit everything that would hurt you. Let yourself be healed completely, that you may join Him in healing. And let us celebrate our release together by releasing everyone with us. Leave nothing behind, for release is total, and when you have accepted it with me meaning the birth of Christ, when you have accepted it with me, you will give it with me. All pain and sacrifice and littleness will disappear in our relationship, your relationship with Christ, which is innocent as our relationship with our Father and as powerful. Pain will be brought to us and disappear in our presence, and without pain, there can be no sacrifice, and without sacrifice, there love must be. So, the Holy Spirit here in this description is the intermediary between us and God. In truth, there is no between us and God. There's only God. There's only presence. There only isness. Isness is what Richard Bach, the author Richard Bach, called reality, called God, the great isness. So, today, Christmas, this Christmas, and every moment is indeed Christmas, we give the Holy Spirit that connection to God. The reason why we need that connection is because we have perceived the world to be separate from its source. We have perceived the world to be separate from God, but it isn't. But we are in the illusion, we're in the dream that we are separate and small and insignificant, and that God is very, very far away in a heaven that we'll only get to. Let's see. Hey, Sarah. Sarah says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. In a heaven that we will eventually get there one day, if only we believe enough. If only we live a life of sacrifice. If only, if only, if only. However, again, Jesus says the kingdom of heaven is within. And as it says here in the course, the sign of Christmas is a star, a light in darkness. See it not outside yourself, but shining in the heaven within, and accept it as a sign that the time of Christ has come. Right here and right now. Mason says, shout me out. Well, shout out to Mason. Thank you for being here, Mason. Let's see. Sniper says, I've just seen your sub count. 6.66. Yin Yang number for today. I thought it dropped today. I thought it dropped one or two. There it is. It's back again. 6 and 666. Let's see. Keely says, what's your favorite Bible verse? It's a good question. Probably in the entirety of St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians. I absolutely love that. I love that description of love. Daisy? You're a mod for Daisy? Awesome. I saw that. I saw you at Daisy yesterday. So, here's the spirit of Christmas, giving and receiving. Here's what we give the Holy Spirit. Everything that ever feels like it would hurt us. every grievance, every resentment, every judgment. We offer that to the Holy Spirit so that we would be healed completely, and that the Holy Spirit joins us in that healing. When we are healed, everyone is healed. When we heal ourselves of our resentments, when we heal ourselves of our judgment, those whom we held in judgment are instantly healed within our heart. So it truly is a sign of giving. It's a time of giving, a time of receiving. As it says here, leave nothing behind, for release is total. Excuse me. There's no such thing as a partial healing. You're not healed a little bit. You are either healed or you're not. The truth is, you are already healed, but we don't recognize it. Here's the last one, I think. Let not despair darken the joy of Christmas, for the time of Christ is meaningless apart from joy. Let us join in celebrating peace by demanding no sacrifice of anyone, so that you would offer me, the Holy Spirit, God, the love that I offer you. What can be more joyous than to perceive we are deprived of nothing? Such is the message of the time of Christ, which I give you, that you may give it and return it to the Father, who gave it to me, Father who gave it to me. For in the time of Christ, communication is restored, and he joins us in the celebration of his Son's creation. And there it is, guys. The message of today, the message for Christmas. Sorry, guys. I still got a cough, but I feel fine. Let's see. Riley says, Sarah, I subscribe to you. Nice. Thank you, Riley. So it's going to be a relatively short live stream. I'm going to end it in a few minutes. I'm going to go out and take my walk, do my Christmas workout. Mocha will be coming over. We'll be exchanging some presents. And then I'll be back for the afternoon live stream. If you guys need a bit of a break, come on by and hang out. Remember, Christmas should be a joyous time. Sometimes we get caught up in the stress. Sometimes we get caught up in the affairs of the mind. However, as the Course pointed out here, Christmas is a time of the heart. The sign of Christmas is a star. So many of us put a star on top of our Christmas trees. Whenever in doubt today, look at the top of your Christmas tree. See that star. I know that it is a light in darkness. If you're feeling the darkness of stress, if you're feeling the darkness of anxiety, if you're feeling the darkness of as if you're alone, you're not. Ever. It's impossible. Impossible for you to be alone. Let me see if I can find one more little section here from the Course. One of my favorite lines. This isn't the exact one I was looking for, but it'll do for right now. Let's see. Oh, my brothers, if you only knew the peace that will envelop you and hold you safe and pure and lovely in the mind of God, you could but rush to meet him where his altar is. And the altar of God is always in the heart, always present, always here, always now. Always now. There's another line. If you only knew who walked beside you at all times, fear itself would be impossible. Don't get caught up in the language. When I say God, don't imagine that I'm talking about a Christian God. Don't imagine that I'm talking about a God from yogic scriptures. Don't imagine that I'm talking about any God that is separate from your heart. God is is synonymous with reality. Reality is synonymous with love. Love is synonymous with God. It's a full circle. It's realization. Let's see. Our friend No says, I think that when you and I and everyone that Brown on this planet sent that day, you and I and everyone else here in the Avon Perzo, but us, you and I, and most people transform it. And Infernio Christmas. I don't quite get your message. However, Merry Christmas, my friend. Christmas is paganismo, where this came from. I think I got your message there that Christmas is a pagan holiday. Christmas has incorporated pagan holidays within it, pagan mass, pagan celebration within it. Christos, a Greek title, anointment, is the ever-present moment. It's consciousness itself, Christ consciousness, which has no distinctions. It's not pagan, it's not Christian, it's not anything other than the awareness that is ever present of who we truly are. Absolute and unconditional love. In the absence of borders, in the absence of distinctions, in the absence of judgment, we see who we truly are. We return to Christmas, the time of Christ. Tanya says, have a lovely day, Yogi. I have a loop running, and we'll leave it up for anyone who wants to have a place to chat. Nice, Tandra. Let me bring you up. I will have your loop up for as long as you are looping. As I was going to say for as long as you are loopy, but as long as you're looping, we're going to verb it up instead of nouning it. As long as you're looping. And it is enough now. Hey, do we have a, before I go for my walk, if you're still here, do we have a, any updates? Hey, Goka, welcome, my friend. Sniper says, the notion of God is the recipient for the calling back of our existence. Absolutely, and I love that term, the calling back. Every prayer is simply a calling back. 1464, with 5 days being held. So we are, man, we're halfway there, 100% for sure. Today, the long loop is going to put us over the top. Let's close the gap. Hey, Tandra, do you have any free days over the holidays where you might do some extra live streams? So, Christmas, time of giving and receiving. I'm going to ask a favor. Can you guys give me something? If possible, if you're so inclined. Can you help push Tandra to that 3,000 hour mark? Watch a video. Put the loop on now. You can have that loop up as a place of peace that you can return to all through the day. A place to chat, a place to wish someone Merry Christmas, a place to just, reach out to others. Or you can watch her playlist, or you can just watch one video. No says, what do you think about, some say that we come from the stars, that we are dust of the Australis. Physically speaking, we absolutely are. Metaphysically speaking, we absolutely are. Our essence, we are stardust. We were here at the very creation of the universe itself. Every single particle that makes up our physicality, our physical existence, came from the moment of the Big Bang, the moment when stars came into creation, the moment when the stuff of stars came in creation. There's no separate from it whatsoever. And who knows how many Big Bangs there actually were. We can liken the Big Bang as the breath of God, as it does in Kabbalah, in the Zohar. In the yogic tradition, we can liken it to the breath of Brahma. The exhalation, the universe comes into existence from Brahma, the absolute, the inhalation, and the universe disappears. Shiva, the destroyer, and the giver of worlds, Vishnu. And Vedanta and Course in Miracles, it's just a play of consciousness itself. All of it is just an illusion. All of it is a story within a story within a story. Tanja says, I thought I would do the loop, an option to chat, as not everyone has company today. That's true. It's a great place. It's a great place to meet. People can just come in and say hi. It will be up as long as you do it. You just leave a little message there. And before I go on my walk, because I don't want to forget, I'm going to share it. There it goes. There it goes. Guys, I hope to see you there throughout the day. I'll be checking in. It'll be running. Tandra is at 1.32 subscribers. She is well over that threshold. So now we're just working on, of course, we keep wanting to expand all the time, but she's well over that point. And here's the thing. I just got a, I just put in Jeff. Well, I just got a hi from Jeff, or a return Merry Christmas, and there's our opportunity to connect with Jeff. Awesome. All right. Hey, Village Fruit Season. Village Fruit says, how are you, bro? I'm good, my friend. How are you? Seppa says, I'm on a path that even questions everything, even that. No, oh, no. I'm on a path that questions everything, including this. Tanya says, oops, I read that. Seppa says, greetings, Village. He says, hello back. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. And love to you as well. All right. Let me go out and take my walk. I'm going to take a little bit longer Christmas walk. I want to absorb that energy of the day, of the rebirth, the continuous birth of Christ consciousness within us all, the continuous birth and expression of love. Remember, if Christ is born today as he is, as she is every day, Christ being consciousness, Christ consciousness, cosmic consciousness, absolute love. The true meaning of birth is extension. It's not just a one-time event. It's a continuous birth. The only reason anything is born is so it can be alive, a living spirit. If you are not living the spirit of Christmas every single day, you're not truly alive. So, give everyone a gift. Give everyone the gift of your attention today. Everyone you come in contact with, just a little bit of attention. Let's see. Village says, show you love, bro, for my upcoming. What do we have upcoming, Village Food? I will certainly show you love. No says, yes, if we came from the stars, it makes sense to me that I believe the belief of God don't make sense to me. Gotcha. Sepa says the land goes so far. We are conscious flows. Consciousness flows. The land goes as far. Sorry, took me a bit to sound that out. The land goes as far um, as our consciousness flows. Did I get that right? I think so. So, with that said, I'm going to head out and take my walk. Guys, thank you for joining me Christmas morning at 5 a.m. for me, no matter what time it might be for you. I brought Village food up so I can see what he has planned for the day. If anything here. Okay, notify. Merry Christmas, love, YouTube family members. He has an upcoming for 12:35 p.m. He's doing a live stream. I'm going to bring that up and share him out so that people will be prepared. If you're not subscribed to Village Food Season, please do. You can consider joining his membership channel. Their membership channel. I apologize. And cheer him out. Share them out. Sorry. That's what I'm going to do real quick. So, 2 presents Milka had delivered to my house this morning. My brother brought them in, and I woke up this morning, and there's 2 pretty large presents sitting there waiting for me. But of course, I can't open them until Milka shows up later today. They are taunting me. They are teasing me. They're testing my willpower. Can I go through the rest of the morning walking by those 2 huge packages, moment by moment by moment, step by step by step, and not give in to temptation and open them? I think I can, but we'll see. But we're going to see. Skit says, Merry Christmas, Eric in chat. Merry Christmas to you, Skits. Can you explain to me God so I can try to compare it? Well, God is beyond comparison, and God is beyond explanation. If I gave you an explanation of God, it would only be my own personal description, and it wouldn't be the actuality of God. As it says in the Tao Te Ching, the Tao, or the God that can be told, is not the true Tao. As it says in the Course in Miracles, words are but symbols of symbols twice removed, not the actual thing. The description of love isn't love, it's just a description. No, sis, thank you. Thank you. No, I appreciate the conversation. So, yeah, who was it? Pascal? Pascal is my go-to, one of my go-to philosophers. When I don't know who actually said something, I just fall back on Pascal or Kierkegaard. I think it was Pascal, though. He says, once you label me, you negate me. So once we give anything a label, we negate it. Once I say that, even ourselves, once they say, oh, I always do this. Do I always do anything? Not really. But once I refuse to negate it, once I give anything a label, once I refuse to give even myself a label or my actions a label, I'm absolutely free. I can do what St. Francis did and smile at myself. All right, with that, I'm going to take my walk. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me so early on a Christmas morning. I hope your day is beautiful and joyous, and I hope it continues to be that way. I'll be back in about 3 hours for my workout, about 8:30. No, about 8. So about 2.5 hours, 8:15. I'm going to do a live stream workout, and then I'll be back. I'll be doing my regular live stream. I'm always live streaming. And I'll see you guys at Tandra's. Right? Remember, she's doing a Merry Christmas live stream loop. You can just reach out and connect with people all day long. You can make new connections all day long, and you help out a friend. Let's see. No says, I do not believe in God, but thought that. High exit. I'll be honest with you. I don't believe in God either. I don't believe in the God that can be believed in. But I do have the experience of God, which is my experience of reality, my experience of the actuality of moment by moment by moment. I don't believe in love, I express love. As soon as I turn it into a belief, it's something I have to do instead of being what I am. So, in the absence of belief, what is there? Be that, because you already are. With that, goodbye, guys. I'll see y'all later today. Take care.